Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is the game between Maybe and puCK on Proxima Station, the latter edition. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Maybe. And in the top right side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is puCK. Man, this looks a lot like another PvT featuring puCK on Proxima Station that I cast just a little bit ago. Maybe he'll open up Disruptor again. Alright, Proxima Station has a lot of bases that you can mine. And gold, if you're interested in that. You have to knock down this debris if you want to get to it easily. Otherwise, you have to go all the way around here, all the way down there, and all the way back up again, even though it's within sighting distance from your main. Also, this is a pretty safe natural except for these backdoor rocks, which have been destroyed in, let's see, 2 games I have cast on this map at this point. And let's see how Maybe is going to open up. I'm going to assume a Marine at this point, just because Reapers are not super viable against Protoss, just because of Stalkers and Adepts and Mothership Cores and Photon Overcharge. Just pretty much anything that puCK can open up here is going to be really good against an early Reaper, with the exception of Zealot, which we just don't see. We don't see Zealots out of Protoss in the early game. Maybe we will see them later with some charge upgrades. They have made something of a comeback in the mid to late game, but not early. Not early for sure, especially against Terran. There's the expansion for puCK and SCV moving out. I was going to say, and a Marine. Yep, Marine here for Maybe, just trying to deal either with some early aggression that he's going to try to do, or some early Adepts that are going to come and try to kill him. Marines are just kind of multi-purpose that way. You can use them for defense and for offense, which is true, I think, for most units in StarCraft too. Sometimes I say things that turn out to be generally true for everything, but regardless, Marines are very multi-purpose. There's the expansion off of the 1 racks. We are tossing a reactor down on that barracks as well, and then finishing the wall off with a supply depot, just so Adepts can't get inside and harass and scout and all those things they'd like to do. Maybe is SCV scouting. He doesn't know he's playing against puCK. That's the secret of this match. He has no idea that it's puCK he's coming up against here. So he's going to check this out, recognize a chrono boosted something coming, probably Stalker, and it is actually a Stalker, and Warp Gate Research on the way as well. Not being chrono boost, he wants that Stalker out first. I guess maybe probably to kill this SCV. Run, SCV. Run for your little life. I know you're inside a suit of armor, but man, those things die fast. He's trying to hide this dude. He's trying to make puCK think that he left, but I'm pretty sure puCK's going to check all the corners of his base to make sure this SCV is actually dead. Is he making a beeline right for him? Pretty much. And he sees him. Nice try, SCV. It was a little game of hide and seek. Did not go very well for you at all. And you get exploded right on that ramp. Alright, what's the follow-up going to be here for Maybe? He is making a factory. He does have double refinery now. I'm going to have to assume next up we get... Oh, it's a Widow Mine coming in. Alright, Widow Mine Starport. So either a Widow Mine drop or a Widow Mine for defense against Oracles, depending on what he feels like he'd like to do with that Widow Mine. Now, puCK, if he opens... There we go. Twilight Council. There is the tech choice for him at 3.5 minutes. Just now warping in. Either going to be for Blink here or for Resonating Glaives. We've seen Mass Adept drops work really well against Terran in the past. And I wonder if he's doing that one. Nope, Robotics Facility follow-up here, which tells me could be that Disruptor Drop action. Could definitely be Disruptor Drop type stuff from our Protoss player. It would be good. It would be good to see that. 3rd Barracks coming in for Maybe. Marines, Widow Mines, and a Medevac here. So it's going to be, let's go Marine a drop with Widow Mine for base defense while the Marines are away from home. We have seen this. We have seen this previously in a game against puCK specifically. Dark Shrine. Dark Shrine follow-up to the Twilight Council. So this is Archon drop stuff. He must be practicing some interesting things here on the ladder to go for an Archon drop at the GM ladder level. Now, I did look up the name Maybe on Liquidpedia. There was a player whose name was Maybe in a Korean clan that disbanded back in 2010. I'm not sure it's the same person. In fact, I'm going to say 7 years ago, probably not the same person here. But again, it is at the GM level. It is playing against puCK. So whoever it is, they have some good skills for sure. But no double Widow Mine drop. Why? Why must you prove me wrong? The Marines are staying behind to defend against Oracles and things that try to murder them. The Marines are playing defense, and the Widow Mine drops are here. Mothership Cores patrolling back and forth in this main mineral line. We're ready to Photon Overcharge twice in case this exact thing happens. Is prepared for it. Ready, set, Widow Mine drop, boosting in. And there goes one drop, and there goes... No, the other one is dropping over here. And no, he did drop the second one. Fire, fire! Oh, he got the hits off. 7 kills and 4 kills. What? puCK was all ready for that. Oh, amazing play there by Maybe. Good opening from the Terran player. Anytime you can knock down that many workers off of Protoss, pretty much pulled himself even there. 37 to 36 workers now. Maybe has a tiny bit of a lead where he was down about 7 workers about 45 seconds ago. He pulled even, and these are still, holy smokes, these Widow Mines are still here. Can they get another shot off? No! The Observer comes in to kill them. Empty medevac, trying to keep the Stalkers here. They are worried about what is in that medevac. There's nothing there. It's a fake out. It's a fake out from Maybe, and here comes the DT drop. Oh, it's a DT drop here, and this DT waltzing his way into the mineral line, gets an SCV kill, and then is murdered by Marines in the process. This DT wants to get a supply depot kill, which is a modest goal, but one he did manage to attain. Another missile turret in this natural mineral line at the same time. So can he get saved by the Warp Prism? He gets some nice worker kills there. Nice worker kills. About 7 SCVs have been killed so far. I'm going to say most of that is here. 6 of them is here. Pretty good stutter step action on the Viking, though. Might get this Warp Prism before it can escape, and it does. Beautiful play there by Maybe. Dark Templar dropped out, doesn't want to die inside the Warp Prism, and does manage to escape. This is a pretty good Terran player. Reaction time not great on losing these SCVs, but otherwise got the Widowmine drops off, took out the Warp Prism, defended against the first Dark Templar very well, and is now working on upgrades for his Marines. Is it drop time? Is it drop time? Maybe you got double medevac, you got Marines, you got 3 Marauders. Do you have Stim yet? No, Stim is on the way, and Combat Shield. Both of them are just about complete. Blink being researched by puCK, and Gravitic Drive. Is that Gravitic Drive? Gravitic Boosters, increasing the speed of the Observers. They're both, Gravitic Drive and Gravitic Boosters, both increase speed, but just on different units. It's very confusing sometimes. So I don't know why he wants faster Observers. I don't think I've ever seen, well, not ever. I haven't seen this upgrade in a while out of Protoss. I wonder if he meant Gravitic Drive and he clicked the wrong thing. He's not clicking. He's pressing hotkeys, and they're different hotkeys. They're different hotkeys, so I doubt it. I doubt this is an accident. Maybe moving out with the medevacs in the sky, not carrying anything, just here for support, Marines and Marauders and tanks. It's going to be a bit of a +1 attack Stim combat shield timing here. Marine is shutting down a probe, attempting to take a 3rd base for puCK. puCK is going to have to delay that for just a little bit. Warp Prism moving out. Oh, with a disruptor in it. With a disruptor in it. Where are the Vikings go? Where are the Vikings? They're staying home, I think, for base defense. But that would be really nice. All right, so got Disruptor and Stalkers. Here for puCK. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? Is the question of the day. Stimming forward is the Terran player. Don't get too greedy, man. There's a Disruptor just waiting for you, blinking back inside his main base. And here comes the Purification Nova down the ramp, catching a bunch of units there, mostly Marauders. Nicely done. New Disruptor has joined the group. Can it get a head up? Pretty good split there. Pretty good split there. Photon Overcharge coming up. There are enough Stalkers, I think, to handle this, but standing in to fight is Maybe. Tank on the low ground, tearing into these Stalkers as well from below, but getting blinked on top of and murdered as Maybe escapes with like a Marauder. So good hold there by puCK. Disruptors doing their job, doing their work. 4 kills and 0 kills on that one. Did that one miss entirely? That's very surprising. Widowmine has no kills either, but it's sitting here. Ooh, Widowmine. I'm not sure if puCK knows this is here. Widowmine. It's not enough to one-shot a Disruptor. Mind you, Marauder drops, picks off the probe who created the 3rd base. That's amazing stuff there. The Widowmine did fire, hit the Disruptor, did not kill it. 40 hit points remaining on that thing, but doing quite a bit of damage nonetheless. Widowmine guarding the back door here for Maybe. 3rd base under construction now for the Mabster. That's not a good nickname. Not at all. Getting Liberators is Maybe. That seems like an excellent choice as well. Another drop. Widowmine. One Widowmine, Marauders and Marines trying to sneak around back here to this natural base, which isn't super defended. There are some Stalkers here, but not a lot. There's the drop. Marauders taking down a Stalker very quickly. Widowmine burrowing itself as well. Wants to fire on something. Can't find anything to fire on. Photon Overcharge coming up. DT's defending here as well. There's the scan, and the DT gets Widowmined to death. Trying to take out the Twilight Council for the target, and gets it. But everybody dies. I'm not sure if that was a good trade for the Terran player. Got a Stalker to go with it there, but Twilight Council gone. Immediately being replaced here for puCK. I guess he has some future plans for that, whether it's the Templar Archives or whether it's another upgrade. He can get at the Twilight Archives. I'm not entirely sure. All right, so still double Disruptor inside this Warp Prism. 3rd base is happily up. There's nobody mining from it yet except for a single probe that just now showed up. And 3rd base is going to land. It's almost done. It's almost done, this command center. Is he going to make it an orbital command before he lands it? Probably. That's generally what we've seen out of Terran players at this level of StarCraft 2. No, he lifts it and moves it over before it's an orbital command. All right, fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Liberators are defending this area as well. This medevac trying to just make puCK think there's stuff in it when it's empty. I like this fake out play that maybe is running with these medevacs. Again, lost a lot of stuff in the drops. Done some damage as well. 7 hit points on this medevac. Ooh, can the cannon get it? Cannon gets it. Pieces falling to the earth below. Again, we're on a space station. There's a planet down there. Speaking of planets, man, I had a guy I work with today spend like an hour telling me why I should sign up for Star Citizen. He was like an evangelist of the hardest order here, trying to make sure that I supported the game. Apparently it's in alpha, but from what I've seen, it looks better than a lot of other like finished products as far as visually. I'm not sure how it plays, but he's been playing it for a while at the alpha level, which is open to the public, which again is a very weird way of doing things, but it's an independent game company, and so maybe that's how things work. What am I drop here? Again, here at the natural base doesn't do too much. I guess 25 probes have been killed. Maybe they did more than I thought, but here comes the push from puCK. Moving right into this third base. Liberators trying to kill them, getting focused down by the Stalkers. Nova comes in, and pretty good dodges. Great dodges by Maybe, actually killing one of the Disruptors. Another hit by one of the other 4 Disruptors that are still alive here. Disruptor Stalker, puCK trying to make this thing work. Will it work this time? That's why we're here. Nova comes into this mineral line, catching a mule, sending pieces flying into the sky. 9 kills on that thing. Liberators setting up defender mode circles, and another Nova comes in. Boosh, man. Absolutely decimating this mineral line here. Trying to get a missile turret as well, perhaps just trying to kill whatever you can. Getting the missile turret. This is a pretty good siege out of puCK. Another Widow Mine drop does fire, killing a couple probes there as well. But the Stalkers taking down the refinery, going after the Liberators. But defender mode circles are not things you want to dance in unless you're certain you want to stay there. Marines Marauders walking up to this third base, dodging a Disruptor hit. Another Disruptor hit comes up, and they try to kill it. No! No, they tried to kill it before the Nova exploded, but couldn't quite get it. Warping in, Stalkers cleaning up the rest of what is here for Maybe. This had a great potential to do a ton of damage, and unfortunately, that one Disruptor hit with 8 kills was enough. Oh, picking off the retreating medevac as well that had all the units in it. Ouch. And the cannon kills the other one Protoss player, doing super well right now. Again, it is puCK, right? Losing a Warp Prism a little unnecessarily, left it at the frontier when he went back to respond to that attack. But again, it's puCK. He's good. He's good at this game. All right, so can Maybe survive the hits that he's taken so far. 18 SCVs killed compared to 29 lost for puCK. 52 to 55 total harvesters. Both players are on 3 bases right now. Resources lost about 7,000 for the Terran and around 5,000 for the Protoss player. So pretty even, but again, puCK is being more cost efficient, mostly thanks to these little guys, these little Disruptors here. I guess both players here have their little splash damage units they've used to great effectiveness. Widow Mines here for the Protoss or the Terran player. And then Disruptors. Disruptors for our friend puCK. That's why he got the speed for the Reserver to run away. From Vikings. 3.94 moves. Look at this thing zip. You just don't see that upgrade very much. Zoom, zoom, zoom. 4th base. Coming up now for puCK along this right side. Liberator count. Little intense. Little intense for Maybe. He's got 10 Liberators, 21 Marauders, 20 Marines, and 5 Medevacs, as well as 7 Widow Mines. Did get scouted by this Observer, mind you. He does know that it's here, so it's not going to be much of a sneak attack, unfortunately. And here we go, Doom dropping inside the main base. Liberator setting up so many circles of Doom. Are the Stalkers, can they handle this? Is the question of the day. They are getting whittled down. Purification Novas coming in, dealing with what they can. Liberator count is down to 3, is down to 2, is down to 1. The Stalkers clearing that out very easily. Picking up and retreating is Maybe the blink forward, the aggressive blink forward there. Does chase Maybe on out. Meanwhile, Marines and Marauders going after the 4th base attempt here by puCK. He's going to force a cancel, if nothing else. A DT trying to save it. 1 DT by his own. Not going to happen. There's the cancel. Disruptors coming down to try to deal with this on their own. That's a little bit of a scary proposition. Dropping at the natural now is Maybe going after this defensive cannon, going after these Stalkers. There's +1/+1 Marauders and Marines. Very scary stuff, but the Stalker group that showed up is enough to deal with it. Marauders getting rid of these Disruptors at the same time, trying to kill them before their Novas can explode. Poor Disruptors trapped in a corner. All they can do is fight for their lives. There are 2 Disruptors available and only 1 left here. Can it manage to escape? Disruptor count is... Oh, no. Is it down to 0? Are there no Disruptors left? No Disruptors left. for puCK. Oh no, his third base is getting absolutely destroyed right now. Again, Stalker's trying to save the day and managing finally to chase maybe away. But he took so much damage there. 41 probes have been killed. 52 to 44 total harvesters. Maybe he's going for it. Maybe he's going for this off of 3 bases. He has no plans for expanding whatsoever. He's continuing to push in. This small group of Marines and Marauders going to town at the natural base. Now killing cannons, killing pylons. Oh, canceling a warping of Zealots there. DT's hacking away. You got to scan. You got to scan. Maybe there's the scan, and the DT with 3 kills nevertheless gets destroyed by these Marauders. Very low HP on these dudes. The Stalkers should be able to clean them out. And a Mothership Corps lending the assistance as well. Maybe coming in with yet another attack. 122 to 96. Total supply pushing up with Liberators. Stalkers, it's only Stalkers to defend for puCK. That is not good. That is not good. He can't stand in a toe-to-toe fight here, which is why he has to blink away. One Disruptor does show up. Great, amazing split. Amazing split out of maybe. That second shot only getting a single Marauder. And saying, puCK, if you want to leave me alone, if you want to pull back here, I will destroy your third base. How does that sound to you, Mr. puCK? Sir, the Stalker's trying to do this thing, but so many Marauders on the ground, he's forced to pull back. He doesn't have the Blink Stalker numbers to pull this off. It is looking very bad for the Protoss player. 128 to 91 total supply. Viking trying to kill stuff. Nova gets a nice hit there, but is it enough? Another Nova? No, that's it. puCK, GG's out, and maybe is victorious. Hey. Maybe that is the Korean dude. Maybe that is the guy. APM 220 for this sir. Currently 300, 274 on average for puCK. So serious PVT. That was some excellent non-stop action. Wow. Wow. Resources lost. 17,000 for the Terran and 18,000 for the Protoss. 46 probes killed. I think a lot of that was Widow Mines. A lot of that was just drops with Marines and Marauders. Maybe just never really let puCK rest at all. Just didn't. Continued dropping, attacked all of his bases several times. Started out with that Widow Mine drop that got a little bit lucky, but managed to get the damage in that he needed to do early. And then, he did go for a 4th base. He was expanding behind that. I'm sorry for maligning you, maybe. He just managed to do all this off of 3 bases while expanding at the same time. 10 Disruptors were killed in this game. 15 Liberators died. 45 Marauders, 63 Marines, and 46 Stalkers lost their lives in this match. Good one. Good PVT. Man. Excellent stuff as always. All right, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.